What's up, magic lovers? So I have a great trick tutorial for you here today. This is one of my favorite effects to do anytime, anywhere. It just works. So without further ado, here's the performance. Once again, I do not have anyone here helping me out with the tutorial, so I'll have to play the part of the spectator, but believe me, once I get into the tutorial, you understand that this works. All right, so let's say, we have a deck of cards here. Of course, as you know, it's going to be a card trick. Go ahead and give the deck a little bit of a shuffle. And then we can put the cards right back into the deck, so there is no more further messing with the cards whatsoever. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to ask the spectator to name a single digit. Just one single digit. Let's say they say 6. Then I'm going to say, name another single digit, a different digit. Go ahead. What if they say 8? Name one more single digit. They say 3. So now we have 3 numbers. Now I'm going to tell them that they can arrange those 3 numbers in any order that they'd like. Let's say they arrange those orders in, say they say 8, 6, and 3. So 863. So then I'm going to tell them that I'm going to take those same 3 numbers and I'm going to rearrange them in whatever order I like. So let's say I arrange them in 368. So 368. Now we're going to take those 2 numbers and we are going to deduct them from each other. So 863 minus 368 is 495, just like this. All right. So now we have a new number, 495. So we're then going to take the second new number and we are going to reverse the number and we're going to add them together. So let's say 495. So it's going to then become, for our second number to add to it, 594. And we're going to add those numbers together. And we get 1,089. But then we're going to tell them we're going to go back to having an original single digit number. Or we're going to add these numbers up, the single digits in this number, I should say. So 1 plus 0 plus 8 plus 9 is 18. 1 plus 0 plus 8 plus 9 equals 18. Now, I'd say it is pretty fair that we ended up at the number 18. Everyone was able to pick, and if you have multiple spectators, they can all choose different numbers if they like. And everything was chosen fairly. Everything was added together fairly. If you have a spectator there, they can follow along with a calculator if they'd like. So 18 was the number that we arrived at. And I had a deck of cards sitting here the entire time. We shuffled them beforehand. And I'd like to show you something. We arrived at the number 18. So if I pull the cards out and I deal down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The 18th card is the 5 of hearts. Now, the amazing part about this is I knew ahead of time what card you would choose. I knew that you would arrive at the 5 of hearts. And I knew because as you can see, all of the cards are red backed. All except for the Five of Hearts. Now let's get into how this is done. All right, so what you'll need for this effect goes as follows: a deck of cards, a Sharpie, and a piece of paper. Also, you'll be needing a card from another deck with a different colored back. Okay? Now, this is actually pretty simple, but most people do not know about this. This principle is called the 1089 principle, right? It's very interesting because you can predict a number ahead of time, which very much works well for a can, a card at any number. So we'll use the example that I did in the video, and I'll explain the little caveats in between. So you have somebody choose a number, and I like to ask them to choose single digit numbers because you cannot have repeating numbers, or you can't be 833 or anything like that, and you want every single number to be different. Also, another caveat in this is going to be that you have to have the obviously the highest number on top to deduct from the lowest number. Now, when I perform this, I usually have the spectator pick out 3 random numbers, tell them they can put those numbers in any order they'd like. It doesn't matter whether this was 368 or 638 or 863 or whatever. It doesn't matter. All you're going to be doing is reversing the numbers that they choose. So in this particular case, they're choosing 863. And I just reversed to 368, and we're going to deduct 368 from 863. So it's just in actual reverse. So let's say if they were to choose this number, all I would do is write down this number first and then write the larger number on top. After doing a little bit of quick math, you get 495. You then tell them we're going to use that same exact number that we came up to from the numbers that you created, and we are going to reverse them. That's all you say. Now, you don't tell them you're reversing the first time around. You just tell them that you're going to rearrange the numbers. And then you tell them they're going to reverse. And that's good, so they have a little bit of difficulty following the steps afterwards. So the secret does not get discovered. So the new number now is 495. You tell them we're going to reverse that number and add them together to get 594. And when we add them together, you get 1089. This is the 1089 principle. However, we're going to take it one step further. We're going to tell them, okay, we're going to add up all of these single digits and see where we get. So we're going to add up 1 plus 0 is obviously 1, plus 8, which is 9, and 9 plus 9 is 18. So we now arrive at the 18th position. Also, before doing anything with the deck, before this trick even begins, you're going to give the deck a very casual shuffle, just shuffling off some cards. All you have to do is, as you're shuffling off, before you end it, you just drop everything on the bottom, because we're just protecting the order of the last 18 cards here, where you have your odd back position, right? So all you have to do, you can shuffle about halfway down the deck and just put everything back together. And as you put everything back together in this fashion, nobody's going to notice that you're dropping the cards on the bottom. Now, when you're shuffling the cards face up, people tend to think, oh, because he's shuffling the cards face up, he's trying to protect that top card. At least people that are a little bit, more in tuned and knowledgeable about magic. But when you're just shuffling face down like this, nobody seems to really think that, oh, you're just shuffling the cards, and you throw everything on back, not on top, on back like that. Nobody can really tell, especially when you keep the cards messy like this. You put everything right back into the case, and then you continue on with the rest of the trick. And as you arrive to the number 18, you then take out the cards and you tell them we are going to count down to the number 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Now, I like to leave the cards here at this moment and say you arrived at this card, the 5 of Hearts. And then you explain how they came up with these numbers themselves. They came up with the number 863, which I added to another number. They came up with every number individually, and everything was added. Everything was fair. Everything was up to them, which really, this is a force. It's a 1089 force. It's a mathematical principle that always comes out to 1089 if you follow the steps. So then I like to take that card and put it off to the side. Show them that all the cards are red backed. All of these cards are in fact red backed cards, except for the 5 of hearts. Quick note, it's a good thing to emphasize that they could have had any card. Let's say if they would have chosen 19 or 17 or 20 or 23, for example, show the other cards and explain how they could have had any of these other cards. While doing so, exposing the backs as being red. Quick note, feel free to reveal the card in any way you'd like. This is just a presentation that I really like with the odd backed card, but really you can do anything you want with it. It's a force. A lot of people don't realize how powerful a good force is. All right, so that's it. That is the card trick using the 1089 force or 1089 principle. And I really hope you enjoyed that one. Go out there and perform it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell. And especially if you would like more awesome magic tutorials just like this one. Have a great day.
Magic lovers, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.